Hi guys, it's Nick here, and this week was A-level results week in the UK, which means that lots of young people, and maybe even adults too, will have been finding out if they're going to university and which university they're going to. So I just thought I would make a video about going to university with a physical disability and just have a little chat with you about it. So, I graduated university in 2012, I finished, and I went to university in the October of 2009. And my criteria for a university was, obviously I wanted the right course for me and everything like that, but I also had this other list of criteria that I had as a person with a physical disability, as a person with cerebral palsy, and that is basically what I'm going to be talking about today. And my list of criteria was that I wanted somewhere where the university was situated in a flat town, so I could get in and out and go around to places quite easily. And as you may know, or may not know, I went to Teesside University in the northeast of England, and I studied multimedia journalism. Teesside University is in a place called Middlesbrough, and Middlesbrough is flat and quite small, and the student accommodation and the student area, the university, was right in the middle of town. So wherever I lived, I could walk from one end of town, like from where I was to the train station, which cut past all the shops and everything, so I could get everywhere that I needed to go by myself, which was really useful and important for me. The university I went to also offered something called an EPA scheme, which meant that I had somebody who supported me throughout my time at uni. I think it was something like an educational personal assistant, and my EPA was lovely, and he would follow me around campus. He would accompany me around campus, opening doors, carrying my bags, helping me get books in and out of the library, and he was always there if I needed some extra support. And that was something that when I first applied to university, that I didn't know I would have, and it was something that I was like, oh, I might be able to function without it, because obviously I didn't know I was going to have it, and then when I had it I realised that it was actually really useful, and I don't think I could have got through university without my EPA, because he already knew the way around uni, and he knew a lot more about the library systems in the local area, and how also things like joining societies and clubs and things like that worked. Another thing that I did want was a university with lots of clubs and societies that I could join, because I knew that I wanted to try and make some friends, so picking something that met my interests was also really important on a social level, and I made some of my closest friends through joining the drama society at uni. And there were times when I thought, on an emotional level, not necessarily a course level, that I might have dropped out had it not been for my friends in the drama society at university. So join a society and a club if you can. And I also wanted to have a university campus that was all disabled accessible and that had disabled rooms, and I went for open days, and I knew that they had all of these facilities, and so they would be right for me. So as much as getting the right course is right for you, I think that getting a university with the right campus and the right facilities and the right systems in place to help you is really important if you're a physically disabled person. I moved away from home to go to university, about 2.5 hours away from home, in fact, by car, so that meant that my family couldn't come up and help me like whenever I needed to, and that was a very deliberate decision for me, because I wanted to force myself to be more independent. And I also had the help of a supported living agency who would come in and help me with things like cooking and cleaning and laundry. So if you are a disabled person who's thinking of going to university, or who doesn't know what to look for in a university, those are the things that I would suggest you look for. And if you have any questions, or if I can give any advice, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you again soon. Bye!